gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about Tamaya.
Hello. Welcome to the Tamaya Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about low value behavior, what that is and what that means, why we have it, and where it comes from. I think a lot of it comes from culture, from TV, from music, from influences. People who are close to you who act a certain way, show you things, and you're like, I'll adopt this and I'll throw away that. I'll be a combination of this person and that person. I'll be a reflection of everyone and everything around me. That does happen. But specifically, we're going to be talking about low value behavior. Jumping right into it, one of the things that I was always worried about is becoming my abusers, becoming like them, like acting like them, want to get away with it, want to, hey, you come in here right now, just trying to get away with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, how can I make sure I don't become them? How can I make sure I don't want to start to do this and get away with things and just kind of, be sneaky and devious? What can I do to change that? So that's specifically what we're talking about in this episode, is still saying no, even though, yeah, sure, you need that, I'll be there, I'm cool, I'm down, and that's fine. But when other people come to me in my age group and under, and I'm like, I don't think we should do that, that's not what I want. I want somebody consenting, who wants me, who loves me. We can have disagreements and discourse and miscommunication and work through it, instead of just, you need to do this right now or I'm gonna hit you, or you need to do this or I'm going to fight you, or I'm going to make life a living hell. That's not what I want to do in my relationships, because that's not what I'm into. So you do have to fight yourself, because you start to want to just like bully people into it, like these guys. How do you keep yourself from becoming like that? Well, it's going to take a lot of work, because that's not good and it doesn't work out. But I think all of us realize the error in our ways later. None of us are perfect. All have fallen short. But I just wanted to pay special attention to making sure I don't want to be anything like that. I don't want to force people to want something they don't want or do something they don't want to do. It just kind of changes your perception of them and changes the way you operate. So it's like, no, that's not it. But I really thank you guys for this. So that's what we're really talking about. Low value behavior, things that are, it is who you are, but it shouldn't be. And we're hoping that with time and age and maturity, you'll outgrow it. That is what we were working for with you. And that you have to realize that's not what you should be wanting, especially at this late in life, in your mind, in your heart, and just where you are. You should want somebody who wants you. So I just want to make sure I make it real clear. Those low value behaviors are all the greed and the selfishness, and I want to get away with it, and secrecy and lies. It's fun for a time, right? Teenage years, maybe, max. Late 20s, the end. But as you start to get into your 30s and late 30s and early 40s, you kind of start wanting more for yourself. You start to say, I want somebody who wants me for me, who can handle me, who can tolerate me, and who I can handle them. And we all start working together, and we start working forward into progress, into healing, into change. A lot of my mentors, people who work with me on the show, are like, okay, healing. I couldn't even hear what they were saying, because I wasn't in healing, because I was still in victimization, because I was still in trauma, because I was still in addiction, because I was still in coping. You can't start healing until you start hearing. You still can't start hearing until you start listening. You are not healing. These are low value behaviors. You're too old to want this, to want that, to want any sexual relationships with anybody who won't commit to you, marry you, love you, and show you your value first. You are still in trauma, and it is a trauma response. So low value behavior is not becoming the people who victimized you, who abused you. People lie, put stories on you. I can't tell you how many times people have tried to lie on me, but God will vindicate you. God will set you free. You will be free. There will be justice, as long as it's not true. Let the blood be on their hands and not yours. So those low value behaviors are those little things that you realize it's force, it's bullying, it's manipulation, it's coercion. It's like, what are you doing? That's not what you should want. That's not who we should be. So I just want to talk to all the people, my audience specifically, those people dealing with, so some of the not so good days or the not so good things about the trauma. Everything wasn't a good day. every day wasn't positive and you didn't always have the answers. And sometimes you did probably go to sleep crying, woke up again and you pushed yourself through. So clap it up for you for persevering, for finding a way. I think one of the things I always tell people is low value behaviors come from brokenness, and brokenness comes from broken homes. So those broken homes are what are producing a lot of these behaviors that are low value, and no one wants to open it up. But this is where all that comes from. Broken homes start producing broken SHID. It's not good what's coming out of these people, out of these homes. It's spewing into the churches. It's spewing into the schools. So at the end of the day, we got to talk about it. Low value behaviors, lying, cheating, stealing, manipulation, envy, jealousy, hate, rage. All of that is broken. And until we start taking a deeper look at it and wondering, how do we stop celebrating self-destruction and hate? If we don't start to come up with ways to do that, we're not making any progress and there will never be any change. So thank you for the people who listen to me, who say, we hear you, we understand you, we know what you're talking about, those low value behaviors, those things that we do when no one's looking, the way we were but don't want to be anymore. Thank you.
We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk. Tamaya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk about it. Tamaya. We gon' talk.